Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And so in today's video, I will be showing you guys easy things that you can make for your Breyer barn. So let's get started. The first thing is a sign. So this was actually really easy. All I did was I took cardboard and I glued paper around it. I added some decorations like pictures of horses, and then I added my name. And then when this barn was established and what family owns the barn, so that was really easy to make. And all I did was I took pencil first and I wrote on it, and then I took like a Sharpie and I went over the pencil, and then I just erased the pencil so that way you couldn't see it. And it makes the sign look so much nicer. So the next thing that you can make that is really easy is feed bins. Our feed bins. So I've got two feed bins. So this one is out of a gum container. It opens on this side, in a big opening, and also it has a little opening too. So those are really easy to make. So this is just out of a gum container, and then this I just found. I don't really know what it's for, but it just has a lid on it and it's pretty small. But also another thing for like the feed stuff, you can make feed instead of like using actual food. All I do, so I found all this stuff in a set that I had where it had like those plastic silicone things, and you put these in there, and you melted them and it'd make like a horse and stuff. So I just took those and I made them into feed. And then out of clay, I just made oats and put it in there. There's probably nothing. Yeah, there's actually one in there. So if I can get it. All I did was I took brown clay and I made it into like a little thing. And then I made it into oats, and so that's my power feed. And then for my regular feed, which are really my pellets, I use these as my pellets. Oh, I just spilled it everywhere. So all I did was I took the certain colors out of like the bead things. I don't really know what they're called, but you put it on a thing with tons of spikes on it, and you melt them with a iron and it makes a picture, a shape or something. I just took those and I took the clear ones, the light brown, the dark brown, and the black ones. Oh yeah, and like a weird orange yellow color to make my pellet feed. So that stuff is really easy to make, and so is the sign. But other really easy things to make are just like a barn. You can really make a really easy barn. I will probably be doing a tutorial on how to make these types of stalls. So all I did was I took a long piece of cardboard, I covered it in white paper as my hallway and all my stalls. So at first I did have a stall just out of the red berries 2-bag box because it's really big, but they were too small. So I preferred to use the Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Right? It's Kellogg's. Yeah, so I just use the Raisin Bran 2-bags box because it is really big and it has more room. But I use the Kellogg's Red Berries 2-bags box and the Raisin Bran 2-bags box as well, because they're just the perfect size, and all you do is you cut off the top and all that. So I will be doing a tutorial on how to do that because I have one more stall that I need to make for my 6-stall barn. But I will do a tutorial on how to do that. So the next really easy thing to make is just a water thing. So all I did was I took big bottle caps, like you can use Gatorade bottle caps, or you just want big bottle caps, and all you have to do is you put tons of hot glue in there and it makes it look like water. And yeah, and then and then all you have to do is glue it onto your stall, so that way it stays there. There's nothing under it or anything, it just stays there and it just has water in it all the time. So another really easy thing, this is what I did at first, but I don't suggest it. So what I did was I just took like orange juice caps or orange juice caps or something like that, or other caps like that, and I just made feeders for the food. But to be honest, I really don't suggest that, because that is a really bad idea, because the feed will get caught in these little crevices, and so yeah, I don't suggest doing that. But it's getting really close to Easter, so all you can do is take the really big plastic eggs and split it in half and cut that little thing, and I prefer to use the bottom half of it, and it just makes a really good feeder for me. But the top half does too, but since it's so deep, I had to put a cardboard piece that fits in there, so that way all the feet didn't go straight down to the bottom. So that's really easy. But the other day I went to the dollar store and I found these really cool white buckets that are probably going to be the perfect size for these guys. So I'm probably going to get some of those for my horses instead of using these or those. But if you don't have any money to spend to go to the dollar store and buy any of those buckets, I would say to use the giant Easter egg like the Easter eggs as feeders. So other really easy things to make for your Breyers are stall guards. You can make those. That's really easy. I just made mine out of craft foam and ribbon. So yeah. Another thing that's really easy to make are halters and lead ropes. So I'll grab. So are just halters and lead ropes. I'll probably be doing a tutorial on how to do lead ropes, but so actually I have to do this, move the ladder. So our next really easy thing to make is a feed chart. The really easy, all I have mine is paper, and I used a ruler to draw my lines so that way they were straight, and I just wrote the name of the horse, what they get, and then the days that they get it. So that's really easy. And then other really easy stuff is you can make like mineral blocks. I literally just took clay and cut it into this giant square, and I added these little things like that because when you go to the store you usually see stuff like that in it. So that's really easy. You can make salt rocks too. Other really easy things are to make like treats. So all I did was I took the bottom half of a sharpener and I took white beads as sugar cubes. I know they aren't actual cubes, and then you can make like a washing sponge where you just take one of those blue sponges and you cut a corner off of it. And then you can make really easy hoof picks where you want to get a covered, what are they called? Paper clip. So you want it covered in like this plastic stuff. You don't want it just to be metal. So all you have to do is, I'll probably be doing a tutorial on how to do this. I'll probably do a tutorial on how to do this in my lead ropes video because that is really easy, and so is this. So watch out for those tutorials so you see how to make this stuff. But you can make these, and also you can make little vet wraps. All you have to do is take like the stuff that you wrap a cast in. So yeah, that's really all you have to do, and you cut it to the length that you really need it in. You don't really need it that long, but this wrap fits him because this is him because he hurt himself a while ago. But yeah, that's that stuff. And then other stuff that you can make that's really easy is what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you can make trophies for your people. All I did was I took one of those wooden cube things and I found a horse charm and I glued it to here, and I just wrote world champ, first place on there, and so that's her trophy. And other things that you can make that's really easy are just nameplates, which for like the stalls and for the halter area. So all I did was I took like this really I took like this copper colored paper. Oh shoot. I took like this copper colored paper that's kind of shiny, and I just wrote the name on there, and then I just taped it to the stall. So that way if you move your horses around the barn, you can move their nameplates, so instead of just having it glued there. And also with the barn, you have to glue the stalls in there. But yeah, so that's really easy to make, the nameplates. What else? Oh yeah, so you can make, like my doll, she lives in the loft of the barn. So all you really have to do to make a bed is I took fabric and I made a little pillow out of bubble wrap. I just glued felt around it. But for the bed, all you have to do is you fit fabric to a book. Like I use my Black Beauty book because I don't really read it. But the fabric isn't glued to the book. The book comes right out. Like here, I'll show you. See, the book can come right out. The book can come right out. It's just like a little cover for the book, but if I can. But yeah, you just take the corners and all that, and you just fold it over like that. So, and then you just take a piece of fabric like this, just one piece. You lay it over like that, and you just add a pillow. So that is really easy. And the last really easy thing to make is pictures. You can make really easy pictures for your Breyer barn. All I do is I have an area where my Breyer catalogs go. So all I take are my catalogs, my Breyer catalogs that I get from the Breyer boxes, and I go through them and I pick decent sized pictures that are the right size, and then I cut them out. This one, see, like I just cut them out and use them for pictures. And what I did was I took just that blue duct tape and I cut small pieces of it and I put it on here so it looks like she just used tape and taped it there. Ooh, that's not good. But so now she has pictures in her area, in her like living area, and then we have some in here. So yeah, put this stuff back real quick. So that's all the really easy stuff that you can make for your Breyer barns. So look for those tutorial videos on how to make the Breyer stalls and the lead rope and hoof pick tutorial as well. So I will see you all in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe and to become a member of the Barn Fam. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.